Hello students, in business studies, today we are going to understand the concept of commerce. Students, we have already discussed the classification of human activities and the classification of business activities. And we know that business has two streams, industry and commerce. So commerce is the part of business activities. Students, in commerce we include all those activities which support all the business activities, industrial activities and trade activities like finance, banking, transportation, communication, distribution, marketing, etc. So we can say that it is not a specialized activity but includes trade and miscellaneous activities facilitating trade. In other words, commerce is the sum total of trade and auxiliaries to trade or supporting activities to trade. It means that commerce is the combination of trade and distribution activities of goods and services. So students, commerce is a wide stream of business which includes different activities and supporting activities to trade and industries and business activities. We can imagine a commerce tree for better understanding, and this commerce tree has two streams of branches, trade and auxiliaries to trade. The main branch trade has two streams, foreign trade and internal trade. Internal trade includes wholesale trade and retail trade, whereas foreign trade includes import, export and entreport. And we have already discussed this topic earlier. In the same way, the main branch auxiliaries to trade includes different types of activities which are supporting trade activities like warehousing, finance, insurance, communication, transportation, etc. Students, now we can define the commerce or the concept of commerce in the words of different learned persons. For example, Dr. E. Thomas and J. Stephenson. So in the words of Dr. E. Thomas, we can have a definition. Commerce is a term that embraces all those functions involved in making, buying, selling and transport of goods. Whereas in the words of J. Stephenson, we have commerce means the sum total of those processes which are engaged in the removal means reducing, deleting of the hindrances means obstacles of persons, trade, places, transport and insurance and time, warehousing, in the exchange, bank and finance of commodities. It means that commerce is not restricted, it is not confined in the boundaries of trade, but it includes all those activities which simplify, facilitate trade. We can now sum up that commerce is the inland trade plus foreign trade plus transportation plus communication, financing, insurance, warehousing and marketing activities which are supporting, which are removing the hindrances and obstacles from different types of business activities and trade activities. And now we are going to understand the functions of commerce. Commerce includes those activities that are involved in removal, deleting of hindrances means obstacles to process of exchange of goods and services. It means it includes all those activities which are removing the obstacles in the trade activities and industrial activities and different types of business activities. It thus provides the necessary link between producers and consumers. Following are the main functions performed by commerce. And the first function is removal of hindrance of persons. It means it is making a chain between the producer and the final consumer. It is a meeting place or meeting point for different parties involved in the commercial activities and trade activities. So commerce helps in removing the hindrance of persons by making the goods available from the producer to consumer through effective trade channels. It means through different types of distribution techniques and facilities. And the second function is removal of hindrance of places. It means commerce is removing the hindrance and obstacle of the distance of places. Goods are produced at one place but can be demanded from different places. This hindrance of place is removed by transportation of goods from place of the production to the place of the consumption. And the third function is removal of hindrance of time. It means commerce is also reducing or increasing the time gap for the facilitating consumption of goods and production of goods. So there is always a gap of time between the production and consumption of goods. This hindrance of time is removed by storage and warehousing activities so that goods can be provided whenever they are required by consumers. It means commercial activities also support to store the goods for further use in different types of stages. And the fourth function is remove risk. Risk means reduction of loss. It means commercial activities are also reducing the risk factor in different business activities and trade activities. So students, goods kept in warehouses as well as in course of transportation can be lost or damaged due to theft, fire, accidents, etc. Insurance of goods removes this hindrance by transferring the loss due to these risks. And the fifth function of commerce is hindrance of finance. Money is required by every business. It means commerce also providing the funds and resources for different types of activities in business and trade. So money is required by every business to carry out its activities. Banking and financial institutions provide the amount required by business enterprises. It means commercial activities also provide funds for the business activities. They provide loans, long-term borrowings, and long-term funds for the business activities and trade activities. And the next function of commerce is to educate consumers. It means to provide information regarding production process, quality of goods, type of goods, nature of goods, and condition of goods to different users and consumers. So students, advertising helps by providing information about the products available in the market, thereby creating demand for the same. It means through different types of advertisement, commercial activities improve the demand or increase the demand for different types of products. In this manner, it removes the hindrance of information. It means through marketing and information providing system, commercial activities provide information to the different users of the products and services. Thus commerce not only consists of activities relating to removal of hindrances of persons, place, time, risk, but also includes activities relating to informing consumers about the goods and services available in the market. So students, in commercial activities, different types of support system is developed and infrastructure is given to the different types of business activities so that they can be run in easiest manner. We include different types of commercial activities like banking, finance, investment, marketing, distribution, communication, for the support of trade activities and business activities. Commerce includes two types of activities, trade and auxiliaries to trade, and we have discussed these activities earlier. Thanks. Have a nice day.